Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to Here I Stand by Vasil. He's representing North Macedonia in Eurovision 2021. I'm going to listen, react and see how this could do in semi-final number 1 in Rotterdam. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to a particular part of the video. North Macedonia in Eurovision. They are the unluckiest country in Eurovision officially. They have an absolutely dismal qualification record, my god. Since the two semi-final formats started in 2008, they have qualified 2 out of 12 times. That is the worst in the competition. I think Montenegro might be worse, but they aren't in it this year. If you take only the last 6 years, they're not in last place, they're in second last place. Last place belongs to Ireland. So, but generally, yeah, they're the massive underdogs. They had those 2 technical qualifications in 2008, 2009 when they had the wild card for the jury, so they were really robbed. They're just incredibly unlucky based on those 2. If you give them those 2, which they technically got, that's 4 out of 12, which actually is not that bad. It was hugely validating for me in 2019 when they came second in their semi and then came 7th overall. Slight shame that Tamara Tadevska won the jury but didn't get her moment. Having said that, she still got second. She still got a lot of camera time, so it was really fantastic. Really happy for them that they finally got into the top 10 for the first time. Their previous best result was 12th. But like, I really love North Macedonia. I think that they're really keen in the competition. They always seem to put a huge effort into the adult and the junior competition. Have to admit, I feel like their junior songs on average tend to be a bit more successful. Fire was a really great song in the second last one. Vasil was representing them last year. He was a backup singer for Tamara and he got promoted to main act this year. His song was called You. I had a little bit of a soft spot for it, but really, realistically, it was a big hot mess. And it absolutely in no way, shape or form would have qualified last year. So he does need to come back with something a little bit stronger. I do feel like he's a little bit up against it. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like North Macedonia are massive underdogs and they don't, you know, it's a small country. I don't think they have a massive pool of resources and money that they can just pull on. But yeah, I'm always rooting for them. You know, until they kind of get like several qualifications and good results under the belt, I'm still always going to think of them as the underdogs who are like really trying their hardest and deserve our support. In any case, the song this year is called Here I Stand. I don't know that much about it. Someone I think mentioned that it is kind of like a little bit Broadway-ish, which is slightly alarm bells for me. And also there was something about a Bulgarian flag in the background, which I'm not even going to get into because it just sounds so ridiculous. Also, one thing is that the music video is 3 minutes 41, so that's mysterious. But it only has 445,000 views, which is much less than some of the others. Slovenia had like 1.4 million and that song was awful. He doesn't have, he's got a lot of thumbs down as well. I think that's probably all the stuff with the flag. I'm not going to get into it, it just sounds a little bit silly. Okay, in any case, that is my intro. I don't have headphones. Okay, this is Vasil, Here I Stand, one in on my secret band. Come on, Vasil. I would love him to do well.
When the contest was cancelled last year,
oh,
I was devastated. Dreams.
Okay, a little bit of
gone.
An interview.
I remember sitting on my bed with my clinker in front of me, and I just started
piano?
singing and playing, tears in my eyes.
Well, there's a little bit Miss World, isn't it?
Our times. And I knew. That's the one.
It's sweet. It's sweet slash cringe. Let's be real. It's a bit of half and half. Okay. So I know he's in a museum or something for this. Beautiful building. Can't bring the building. I've got that same weird thing with the grey, only in these parts. Really weird. Yeah, okay. It's a bit. It is a bit Broadway, isn't it? So far, a bit standard ballad. I'm rooting for him, but oof, gosh, he's gonna make me have a tough time. Yeah, it's super Disney. Okay, I think a certain demographic will enjoy this. The same people who voted for Leonora, maybe. It's very not sugary. Yeah, a bit sugary. He can sing well. I don't know. Oh gosh, this really just isn't my bag. They'll try to break us. Oh no. Lyric. Something makes us, my god. Oh, it's really cliche. Really cliche. Oh. Here I stand. Oh gosh. Someone give him a new idea. I'm dying to like something about this, but I don't know. I'd be crying if my song was this as well. There's definitely people who like this, but it's just not for me. It is very, yeah, Broadway, Disney. I can't think of another words to describe it. It's just, that's what it is. Having said that, Disney is like a massive big seller. There's a audience for it. Oh, I kind of like that ending. That ending sounded a little bit Queenie. I thought he was going to do Death Drop there, but he didn't. That would have actually spiced things up a little bit. Okay, yeah. Gosh, I really like. I'm such a rooter for Macedonia. I'll almost go out of my way to try and find something that I like about it. It's just not for me at all. That just was very, very. Oh, it was just a mangle of ballads, epic ballads, cliches. The lyrics, I'm gonna have to listen out, but the lyrics I did pick out were just a bit awful. And oh gosh, I like him, and he's sweet, and like, see, he's trying to give it a bit of a story. But the little intro was, I guess he's trying to give a context, like where he's coming from, or this like kind of redemption story arc. But he won't be able to portray that when he's in the actual competition either. So I don't really see why he's adding that in. I don't know. Gosh, this is just a bit. It's a bit terrible. I'm dancing around, like big time dancing around. I don't know how else to say it. What can I say? Look, the positives are, I think there's going to be some people who will be into that. I think a lot of old people, like quite old people, will be into that because it might be like nostalgic for music, for kind of like, you know, Sound of Music type days. I'm just trying to think of like a pathway through for him, because, you know, really that first semi-final is an absolute bloodbath, and you know, we're just looking for lambs to feed to the wolves, and this has just got lamb written all over it. It's not even strong enough as a epic ballad. I didn't really pick out anything in the melody that was particularly special. Its structure is that like very standard ballad epic build. And gosh, it just doesn't have anything really, really special in it, and it's sad because, you know, I really want to, but I'm crap at acting. I can hide when I don't like something. You probably saw it all over. I didn't see my face, but you probably saw it all over my face when I was listening. Let me listen to it a second time, and let me just try and say a little bit more elegantly why it doesn't work for me. I just don't know if this intro helps him. I've seen interviews with him and I like him, but I just don't know if this intro helps him. I just think maybe he needed a little bit of help writing the song. You know, did they leave him on his own? Let me just pause. I'm just going to pause and quickly see. Did they make him write this on his own? He's written this by himself. Like, I just don't. Last year it was written by Nivina Neskoska, Kalina Neskoska, and Elise Schroeder. I've never heard of it. I think I've heard of Alice Schroeder before. And Darko Dimitrov was a producer who, of course, I've heard he does a lot of the Balkan production. Letting him write it on his own. Oh, gosh. I just think that's an error. Okay, anyway, let's get back into it. 43 seconds, continue. You know, it's going to be more personal, and he's going to sing it with a lot more heartfeltness, but, oh, gosh, that's a risky strategy. Oh, I can't. There's so many big hitters in this first semi. I can't see people putting this ahead of it, except with, like, a very precise demographic, like I mentioned before. Oh, gosh. The key change is just Euro cringe. Oh, everything. It's so uncool. I just think that him crying as well, I don't know. Maybe it's genuine, it feels exploitative. I like the last 10 seconds a lot, actually, because it's kind of weird almost. It sounds like a Freddie Mercury tribute. And that's like the only part of the song I find interesting. The rest of it is just so rehashed, and it just sounds like it's been done a bajillion times before. And I'm trying to pick out something that's new or different, but it really does seem like a tribute performance to big song singers of the past, or Sound of Music, or just old stuff. It's not cool or new or fresh at all. And I'm digging around like I've got a fucking massive big JCB digger, and I'm just trying to find something that I think is going to be appealing to a larger audience. I just can't find it. I can absolutely not see the people who loved what's her face, Leonore, and her children's TV show song. I can see those type of people grabbing towards this. It's really PG, and you know, I'm just being myself, and I'm, you know, I'm being true to myself, etc. But come on, it's just a bit. Oh gosh, it's weak. It's really, really, really weak package, and I just feel that he's got something to say, and that's fine. But then pair him up with a songwriter, you know, the same way that Victoria's got something to say, and you know, pairing her up with Boris Milanov was a really great package for last year. Same with Roxanne with Vicky R. Again, really magic. They just needed to put him with someone to just give him a little bit of help in writing this song. It's dated, it's cliche, it's just, oh man. I'd be gobsmacked if this makes it. You know, I'd be ecstatic if it went through. I no problem with it going through whatsoever. I'd be utterly gobsmacked if that went through. Like really, really jaw on the floor, poo my pants. Who knows? I don't get it. Let's have a look. I might as well just say, because I accidentally saw it. Where is he in the odds? He's in 29th. That's not bad at all. I don't particularly get the logic behind that, but yeah, he's doing. That's not terrible. You know, you think 26 songs in the final. He's only 3 spots off that in terms of who people think is like in there with a shot. Having said that, he's in semi-final number 1. Let's look at the odds in semi-final number 1. Yeah, he's second last. He's only above Slovenia, which I think the song bears a lot of resemblances to Slovenia in its kind of lack of self-awareness. I think that's the issue, is that it thinks it's this like really intense personal moment, and it is personal, but I think for a large proportion of people, they're just going to think it's a bit kind of like maybe over the top melodramatic, not massively in touch with what's current, and you don't have to have everything current, but if you're going to rehash a lot of things that have already been done, I think you need a really strong, punchy melody, and that wasn't there. I can't remember the melody at all. It sounds like the melody I've heard maybe 100 times, maybe just legally distinct enough that it's not a song I've heard before. And on top of that, the poor boy is 6th in the running order, not the worst, not the best. He's coming after Australia before Ireland, so he's not going to get absolutely smothered by anyone, but 6th is enough time that by the time you get to song number 16, someone will probably have found something that they liked a little bit more, and they'll probably have forgotten about this. I think a lot of people are going to the toilet. It sucks. I want to support North Macedonia real bad, but if I sit here and say it's amazing, you're just going to think I'm full of shit. So anything else? Let's have a look in the community. I think I have seen this because I did Austria yesterday. This is last with the community. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to have to. I'm interested to see how you guys describe what in this doesn't work for you. I'm having a little bit of trouble saying it. I'm just watching. I'm just overall just not enjoying the whole package. But I'm probably. I don't feel like I know enough references to like fully explain what it is that doesn't work for me. So I'm actually really interested to see what everyone's going to say. And actually, if there's anyone who does like it, and why, not why. That sounds really shady. Just like what is it? What is it that you like about it? And also, how high is it in your rankings? Like, do you like it as in it's in your top 20, or is it actually made it into your top 10? I'm also slightly worried as well, if this doesn't qualify and it pushes North Macedonia's record even worse. I just wonder at what point do they break and are kind of like fed up and had enough. A little bit like Montenegro, as I felt a little bit of Montenegro's decision making to leave was how bad the results were. In fairness, I don't think like Montenegro was particularly robbed. But still, I don't want any country to do so badly that they end up actually leaving the competition. So I'm more than happy for this to have some fantastic staging, to have Leonore moment. I didn't think Leonore was going to qualify, but she did. Not comfortably, but she did. But then when she qualified, she actually did quite well in the final because she kind of mopped up that children's vote. And, if this did make the final, which I still think is quite a long shot, it probably would stand out because, I don't know, I suppose there's not that much else that sounds like it, or maybe there won't be that much that sounds like that also qualified. So anyway, who knows? But I hope that they qualify and I'm just super wrong. That would be awesome. Okay, anyway, that's what I think about Here I Stand by Vasil. Please leave a comment section down below telling me what you think about it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another reaction video very soon. Goodbye. I'm going to listen, react, and see how this could do in semi-final number 1. Okay, let's just start again. I'm going to listen, react, and see how this could do in semi-final number 1.